Sigma males are extremely selective about the individuals they accept into their lives, and it sometimes takes them a very long time to feel truly comfortable trusting another person. When Sigma males are rejected, they have a tendency to overthink and relive the events that transpired in their minds, giving careful consideration to each and every aspect in order to determine what they might have done better to earn acceptance. They want to figure out what went wrong in order to avoid making the same mistakes in the future. They try to make sense of everything happening to them until they can accept it for what it is. The greater their level of investment, the longer the process will take. Because of this, Sigma males advise everyone around them to maintain a protective bubble around their hearts and to not allow anybody to enter. They have come to the conclusion that others do not always treat you in the manner that you deserve, therefore they take measures to protect themselves from being mistreated. This takes place either when they are rejected by someone they care about or when they invest in something that does not turn out the way they had hoped it would. It may have been a failed business arrangement or a romance that ended on a sour note. Either one is a possibility. After being rejected in some way, Sigma males require some time and space before they can go with their lives. This is true regardless of the nature of the rejection. Because Sigma males are so self-assured, the idea that one of them would be turned down for something might be a little unsettling. However, if you look out for these telltale signals, you can rest certain that even though he might be sad for a short while, a Sigma man will quickly get over it and go on with his life. Rejection prompts a variety of responses from Sigma males, based not only on the circumstances but also on the person from whom they are feeling rejected. If the person who did this is not someone they are particularly close to or is not someone they know very well, then Sigmas are often able to move on from this rather readily. They don't want other people to have a significant impact on them or slow them down from accomplishing their goals in an effective manner, thus they won't let it happen. But when it comes to the people they care about and the individuals in whom they put their faith, Sigmas might have very different attitudes. Although they don't mind when others question them or disagree with their beliefs, it's an entirely different experience for them when they feel a genuine sense of rejection from the people they care about. Because of this, they may give off the impression of being distant or closed off to the other person because they do not want to expose themselves to the unpleasant emotion. They try very hard not to give off the impression that they are emotional, but in all honesty, it can be challenging for them to work with these feelings. When some people become hostile after being rejected, this does not always indicate that Sigma males will completely remove that person out of their lives. Again, this is true even when some people get hostile after being rejected. Instead, people could experience feelings of isolation for a short period of time. The attitude that Sigma males take is one that is more passive. Number 1. They keep their emotions a secret. This can make it difficult for others to know what they are really thinking or how they truly feel about a situation, but at the same time, it helps Sigma males avoid being hurt by negative or unwanted feedback because it allows them to avoid opening themselves up to rejection or criticism. Sigma males tend to keep their feelings close to their chest and rarely express them openly. Simply keep things inside and deal with them on their own terms. This can make it difficult for others to connect with Sigma males at times, as they rarely share what's really going on in their minds or hearts. However, for those who can manage to break through the walls and connect with them, there is a unique sense of intimacy and trust that is often lacking in other types. For Sigma males, hiding their feelings can be both a blessing and a curse. While it protects them from being emotionally hurt by others, it can also number 2. They begin afresh with much greater resoluteness than before. Sigma males, in contrast to many other types of men, are less likely to give up readily when they are rejected. They don't wallow in self-pity or focus on the negative aspects of the circumstance. Rather, they utilize it as inspiration to try again. Even if they are left feeling defeated or disappointed as a result of the experience, they will push through those emotions and begin working towards their objectives once more with even more dedication and self-assurance than they had before. Sigma males are able to pick themselves up after experiencing rejection and are prepared to face whatever happens after that. This process may take some time, but Sigma males are able to do so. This is the point in time when people feel extremely inspired and eager to achieve, and this is especially true if their rejection was the result of a setback in their endeavors or work. When they are in this state, they are most likely to take the actions necessary to get back on track and to push through any hurdles that lie in their way. They frequently take pleasure in doing something alone, as they feel they do not require the approval or assistance of others in order to achieve success. This is the point at which you don't hear anything from Sigma for a long, and then all of a sudden, he makes a significant splash in his profession or other endeavors, astounding you with the fantastic things he has accomplished. Number 3. Rejection has the potential to liberate them. Even though it hurts so much to be rejected, there is sometimes something positive that may come out of the experience. Rejection may really be a liberating experience for Sigma males who are trying to break free from harmful relationships or circumstances that are keeping them back. It's possible that they've been in a toxic relationship for far too long, or that they're frustrated with the lack of advancement opportunities at their current employment. For whatever reason, being rejected might be interpreted as a signal that it's time to start making some adjustments in your life and moving on to other endeavors. This is a nice element of being rejected for Sigma males to consider. They accept the concept that there are times when we have to let go of things in order to move on with our lives and create new chances for ourselves. They can draw inspiration from the times when they were turned down, despite the fact that it may first feel terrifying and overwhelming to do so. After going through a phase in which they are wounded and disappointed, Sigma males are able to use the experience as a catalyst for development and progress, whether it is in their personal lives or in their professional life. Rejection has the potential to set people free from what is no longer serving them or providing them happiness, and with this newly found freedom comes new chances and possibilities for success. Rejection has the power to set people free from what is no longer serving them or bringing them happiness. This may be a really freeing experience for Sigmas, allowing them to let go of things that have been holding them back and allowing them to refocus their attention on the things that are most important to them. Perhaps this is why Sigmas seem to be able to move on from rejection so quickly and concentrate on what's next for them. Rejection may be a turning point in a person's life, allowing them to finally break free from cycles of negativity or misery. This is not an easy step on the route to more freedom and fulfillment, but it can be an essential one in certain cases. Number 4. They give careful consideration to every facet. Although they may feel hurt and disappointed by the rejection, Sigma males are determined to understand it and learn from it so that they can avoid a situation like it happening again in the future. Many Sigma males are very driven and ambitious, so when they are rejected, they will examine every aspect of the situation to determine what went wrong. They may play back the events in their minds over and over again, considering every possible explanation for what occurred. Number 5. They do not allow their feelings to have control over them. Sigma males have a tendency to be very level-headed and rarely allow their emotions to win out over their rationality. This can help them avoid making hasty decisions or taking unnecessary risks even in the midst of intense emotions. For instance, suppose they experience a major setback in work or business. In that case, they are often able to maintain their composure and keep moving forward rather than letting their emotions get the best of them. In the same way, they can maintain healthy relationships. Number 6. It's possible that they'll grow more reticent or introverted. When Sigma males feel rejected by someone they care deeply about, they may become less outgoing and more introverted as a way to cope with their feelings. Rather than socializing with others and putting themselves out there, they may choose to engage in more solitary activities such as reading, running, listening to music, or spending time alone. They may also become more reserved and quiet around the people they care about, preferring to spend time quietly by themselves rather than This is not to imply that Sigma males become antisocial or avoid socializing altogether. However, they may take a temporary step back from interacting with others in order to come back stronger and more resilient. By taking some time for themselves and working through their emotions in solitude, they are able to process their feelings and regain their strength. This can be a healthy way for them to work through their emotions and become stronger and more confident in themselves. 7. Being rejected will never be enough to define them. In spite of the fact that Sigma males may suffer sentiments of hurt and disappointment after being rejected, they do not allow it to define who they are. They are aware that it is not indicative of their overall worth or value as a person, but rather that it is only a fragment of who they are as a whole. They view the experience of being rejected as a task that must be conquered rather than allowing it to prevent them from going ahead in life. They consider the experience as something that will ultimately make them stronger and more resilient and view it as a chance to learn and grow as a result of having gone through it. Sigma males are persons who are confident in themselves and typically do not care what other people think of them. Simply because one individual does not agree with you does not indicate that they are correct. They are certain that they will not let those who do not care about them to dictate how they perceive themselves or how they conduct their life in general. This enables individuals to get over the sentiments of rejection that they have been experiencing and concentrate on the things that actually matter to them. Despite the fact that doing so may be challenging in the present, it is an essential component of Sigma's capacity for resilience and strength as individuals. They are aware that although if being rejected is a distressing experience, it does not characterize who they are as individuals. They, on the other hand, are able to view it as a chance for learning and development, which, in the end, contributes to their overall success in life. They are resilient and unwavering in their commitment to their objectives, regardless of whether they choose to attempt again in the same circumstance or go on to something entirely different. Number 8. As time goes on, people become considerably more selective in the choices they make. They tend to think things through much more carefully and thoroughly before proceeding, which may mean spending more time researching options in work or business or being selective about the people they allow into their lives. They will typically become more aware of their own needs and expectations. When Sigma males experience rejection, they tend to become much more careful in the choices they make moving forward rather than taking risks or making impulsive decisions. Sigma males are often logical thinkers who weigh all of their options thoroughly before settling on a plan of action. As a result, they might be reluctant to take chances or act on impulse, opting, instead, to weigh all of their options and carefully assess all of the potential outcomes before deciding on a path of behavior. This can sometimes make them appear standoffish or aloof because they tend to be more cautious in their interactions. However, it also allows them to make better choices and avoid falling into the same traps that have affected them in the past. If a Sigma is able to overcome past rejection and break through his hesitancy, he can become an incredibly powerful, successful individual. The Sigma male will often become much more choosy when picking new lovers, friends, and business acquaintances after having experienced rejection or disappointment in past personal or professional relationships as a result of his desire for connection.
And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.